Hey, what's up, everybody? I guess I should do a health update before I go to Japan, and we'll do a TRT thing because I did start TRT again, and we'll look at my 6 weeks results basically, and a weird health thing at the end, I guess. Here, if you like the videos, like, sub, silly, comment, share, support the channel if you can. I appreciate it. Thanks. And the too long didn't watch. If this is going to be, unfortunately, I think one of the reasons that I never started TRT again, I guess it would have been like 15 years ago when I first could have got it, is because I was afraid I was going to be one of those people that was going to have a hard time dialing in, and because I have this high sex hormone binding goblin, all that kind of stuff. And it seems like I'm having that problem. So we'll look at some of this here. So you can see my total T was actually at 900 right here. Jesus Christ. I got 900, 6 weeks. And I didn't show the S or the LH and the FSH, but they were very low. So pretty much zero. So anyway, so I have actually gotten to 800 just on a lot of Tomcat LE, but 900 is the highest I've ever gotten. And you could see this was when I tried TRT during the summer, and I stopped because I was having, I also was very sick this summer. Probably the worst period of health I've had in quite a number of years, and I still have long COVID. So I was also seemingly having some kind of reaction. I was like super red, as you could even see. But I was at 684, and I had stopped it basically about a month into it. But then there's a couple other ranges. Now the free T. Now again, you can see the free T is, I've always had low free T problems. So 6, 8. So then the first time got to a 17 and a 20. Now that's, okay, I guess, right? Normally from what I understand, they want you to be into like the 20s to 30 range, I guess, with free T. But I still got, room to spare. Sex hormone binding goblin, though, again, you can see this is one of the problems. I've had sex hormone binding goblin in, the high 60s many times. So it has helped lower it, which is good. But 43, that was what it was during the summer. And then a 46 now, that's still like a 60-year-old man. So that's still not good, right? Estrogen, which is kind of strange. So I've been I don't know what's going on. Geez, 18, 21. So one of the problems is, like, look at the T to estrogen ratio. And this is strange because I'm somebody that I actually before, again, like 15 years ago or whatever it was now, when they had first tried to give me TRT, and I refused, but I had tried the Clomid thing just to see if I could do it, to see if that would help me. And like I said, that only raised my total testosterone, didn't do anything for the free T, sex hormone binding goblin. So it was pointless. And it made it so, like, I barely, like, my dick was so sensitive that it was just, it was not good. All right. So, like, just water touching my dick was making me sick. So I was afraid that, and even when they gave me the TRT to start now, that they gave me some Arimidex just in case that happened again. And well, it's not happening. My estrogen is not really moving. And that's actually not that good considering how high my total T has risen. Like, there's this thing like estrogen to testosterone ratio. Like, this is not a good estrogen to testosterone ratio. It should have been, raising with it, but it's not. So I don't know what's going on. Again, maybe another hormone problem. But it looks like I don't need Arimidex when I'm on T. I guess my estrogen is not raising at all. That's not good for that high of T, because that can give you symptoms too, right? So I don't know. The only thing I can think of is I do take a lot of zinc now, and maybe I'm taking so much zinc because my zinc was actually low that the zinc is actually pushing the estrogen down. For the DHT, again, normally I'm not someone that has a lot of DHT problems, so it only raised a couple points. But like I said, it was even lower the first time I tried TRT, which is weird. I don't know if in a few points, if that's like relevant. But of course, I don't want it to get higher because gotta worry about my hair. And of course, to get in the hair, am I losing any more hair since being on TRT these past 6 weeks? I've already been dealing with long COVID hair loss, so it's impossible to say. Like I said, unfortunately, I had about 6 months where I had no hair loss whatsoever. Like, my hair was growing back real good. And like I said, I had a very bad health period this summer, just Very bad cluster headache period, worst I've had in many years. Got long COVID again. So I don't know. So I've been losing hair anyway. So, but anyway, the DHA, this is also not good. So my DHA, even before TRT, was not good. And it's getting even lower. And I got to say, so something to say, have I been doing anything else since I've started TRT? I've been taking a higher quality of magnesium, and I've been taking DHEA because my DHEA is so low now. And despite taking DHEA, my levels are getting even lower. That's not good. So maybe that's contributing to my E2 getting lower. I mean, that's not good. And that's something that can happen. Your DHA can lower a little bit when you start TRT apparently, and mine is getting even lower and lower, and I'm actually taking DHEA now. So that is not a good sign. More health problems for Clayton. My pregnenolone, and I just show this because I've had a lot of weird pregnenolone tests throughout the years, and I guess this can be from just different health where you are, and so 48, 60, 87, 136, 46, 107, 150, 20, 25. Jesus Christ, that is really not good. But, I guess this can be affected just, I'm chronically ill in and out of the hospital. So that can be fucked up, and that could be contributing, again, the low T problems just in the first place. Looks like I did a little dude. That was not on purpose. That's the quality. That's the spontaneousness of the FGC on ABC. So pregnenolone, that's not good. I've heard that pregnenolone can get lower too if you start TRT. So, it sucks because one of the reasons, I start TRT is like, I'm taking so many fucking, I'm taking so many vitamins and supplements that I may as well just take the TRT. And I should say, thankfully, my insurance does cover TRT just because of the low free T stuff and the sex hormone binding goblin. But, it doesn't cover, if I wanted to take HCG or something like that, because that was offered to me. And even, when I was having all these side effects the first time I tried the TRT, and someone asked, is it prescription? Of course it's fucking prescription. What the fuck? So anyway, of course it's prescription, but I had thought that maybe I should try brand name because they give you generic, but my insurance will not cover brand name testosterone unless I actually have low total T as well, which I have not had low total T since, I guess, again, like 15 years ago or something, when I was having both low total T and free T. But so if you're wondering, how do I feel? Unfortunately, not a lot of benefits besides, I'll say, and again, this is weird because I have been taking more magnesium. My sleep has been better besides the fact that I have this pinched nerve down my neck, which has really been bothering me the past couple of weeks. And I've also been taking more magnesium, so I don't know. But my sleep was actually kind of better, and my body feels like I want to wake up earlier. In terms of fatigue, I don't have a lot of energy still, but I feel like my body wants to move. And I don't have this I've had this, like, especially since long COVID, and I talk about how I have trouble getting through long walks. There's like this weight on my back. I don't feel that weight on my back, so to speak, despite this like pinched nerve is really fucking me up a lot lately. It feels like a few pounds have been lifted off of my shoulders. It's hard to explain. And there is still, like I talked about the first time I tried TRT this summer, that there's a strange mental clarity. It's almost like dialing up like a light, like maybe like going up a few notches of light. Like it's like things are a little bit brighter. It's weird to explain, but there is, although I'm still fatigued and tired, there's somehow better mental clarity and I can see better. It's strange to, talk about. I don't know. In terms of the horniness and sex drive, I should say, so when I started TRT this time, I tried doing sub-Q to see if that would do anything. And so one of the problems is, so I'm doing twice a week injections, and now I'm up to 100, which is a more normal dose. But, 100 already put me at 98. But so one of the problems, because I have this high sex hormone binding goblin, those are the people that tend to need bigger doses and less frequency. So I'm already doing 2 doses, which only equals 100 altogether, right? So that's like a normal dose, not like a TRT clinic dose or something, or a fitness thing where they take like 200 and they say, oh, it's a TRT dose, right? I'm on like a regular dose. So, but God, so even just a regular dose, I'm at 900. But again, the problem is just twice a week, 900 is like my sex hormone binding globulin is still not good. Like if you're in the 30s, you'll have symptoms, you know, and I'm at 900 just from that. So it's not like I can really, I mean, I could, you know what I mean? But I don't want to. I'm not trying to take like, huge fake TRT doses, right? I mean, if 100 already puts me at 98, but then the problem is like, look at this. It's not, my sex hormone binding globulin is still that high, even on 2 doses. So I could try a bigger dose, but I don't want that to be higher. So would I do only once a week? But if I do only once a week, that's more likely to raise my DHT, which I don't want because, I'm kind of anal about my hair, right? So I've just heard that can do more spikes. But so I was doing sub-Q when I first tried, and I got none of the benefits. So I tried that the first few weeks this time, just because I was worried about how red I got the last time. And for what it's worth, the prescription they gave me just a different generic this time. But I was trying sub-Q, and I can say I got no benefits the first few weeks. There was no mental clarity. There was no, wasn't horny, but when I would get horny, like bigger boners, nothing like that happened. So then I went back to the intramuscular, and then I started feeling again. I got the mental clarity came. And again, I would assume that's because the sex hormone binding globulin, I need it to inject into my body faster, I guess. So anyway, I don't know. This time though, I will say that, because like I said, the first time I tried, I had one night where I was like, whoa, I'm actually horny. But it was mostly just no bigger libido, just more conscious. Like definitely like kind of like compared to Tomcat LE made me more conscious. This is definitely more conscious, right? But it wasn't actual like horniness libido. But again, libido can be, look at this. This is not a good total T to E2 ratio. My sex hormone binding globulin, again, if you're in the 30s, you have symptoms. So I don't know. This time I will say too, I haven't really felt the, it was only like maybe a week or something that I had the, when I got horny, I'm like, whoa, I'm ready to go. I'm full. Like that was only for like a week this time, unfortunately. And so I would assume like my total T is just too high compared to the estrogen. That's not good. And the DHA is getting even lower, which isn't good. The pregnenolone is getting even lower. So yeah, things aren't good. But more mental clarity for sure. I do have that, but I don't know. So yeah, like I said, one of the things I was afraid of if I started this, that I was going to be one of those people that has a hard time dialing in, I guess, as they say, because I have so many health problems, right? So yeah. And then this video is already long, but to show, okay, let's show this again. So this is something that's not good though, that I got this on my, and you can see it is me, Clayton. So, I've had this long COVID now for a while, and this is the second time I've had long COVID. And they're like, well, why don't we just check you for like cystic fibrosis? And what the fuck? Abnormal. So that's not good. Can you imagine? I'm going to hope this is negative. Like looking at this, apparently, again, I've never done a cystic fibrosis test. So apparently reading this, I guess there could have been too many regular boogers in it that have made it look like this, but that would be, can you imagine if I've now tested positive for cystic fibrosis as well? Another thing that is going to kill me. It's crazy doing all this radiation when I was younger. How many things are supposed to kill me now? So that's not good. And I'm leaving for Japan. So I don't know what to do about that. I've read some things that some people with cystic fibrosis, they get this just in their lungs and it's just something normal, and not every doctor even treats it. But well, that's not good, period. Can you imagine I have cystic fibrosis now? Oh my God. Anyway, if you like the videos, like, sub, silly, comment, share, support the channel if you can. I appreciate it. Thanks. Another thing that's going to kill me, right? The end.